Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm doing something completely different from what I usually do. I'll be taking you guys through my TEAS experience. For those that do not know what a TEAS is, it is an entrance exam into healthcare profession. So I will be telling you guys how I study for this exam, my experience, tips for studying, what I use to study for this exam, and yeah, so let's get into the video. So I'm gonna give you guys some facts about my experience. So I've taken the TEAS test actually 3 good times. Yes, 3 times. It is a very challenging exam, I would say. It's not a joke. A lot of people think that it is not that serious, but it is serious, because if it wasn't, a serious test, I don't know why any school will require us taking that exam before we get into the nursing program. So I just want to put that out there, that it is a serious exam. Yeah, as I said, I have taken it 3 times. I took it 2017. I took it in August of 2017, and I did not make it. I was very discouraged, and I did not think I really wanted to do it again. But when I relaxed and I thought of the content that I saw in the TEAS exam, and I was like, I can do it. I said all these things, I've heard about it. I'm not learning anything new from the exam. Most of them are stuff that we all have already known, or we have heard, but we have forgotten. So I made up my mind, and I decided to again take it. So I took it, and it is you can take it twice a year. So the year was running to an end, and I decided to go and give it a try. So I rescheduled to take it again in December 28th to be precise, and I failed again. So when I failed the second time, I became very motivated. Like I said, I cannot give up. Like, other people take this exam and they make it, you can do it. I've taken a lot of science courses, so I'm like, okay, I can make it. So the school that I was planning to apply to, the requirement for the TEAS was you have to have a proficiency level, which I believe is about 58.6, if I've not mistaken. Yeah, so all the time that I had taken it, my scores were below the requirement. So I started school, and my application due date was coming very fast. So I decided again to, study for the exam. This time, the third time studying for it, I changed a lot of things. I changed the way I studied. I changed my material of study. I changed my environment, because I believe all of that contributed to me not making it the previous time. I will show you guys all the material that I use to study for this exam. So the first and famous is I use my ATI TEAS Secret by Mometric. This is what I used. It was very helpful. So this book actually breaks down all the section in the TEAS. I bought it off of Amazon, I believe, like for $30 or less, and it has been very helpful to me. I used it. I made sure I went through mostly all the pages, and like I read starting January of 2018. I made sure every single day I went through at least a page or two. Like I made sure I never, go a day without even flipping. If I had to flip through a page, I made sure I did that. Yeah, so I studied very hard the third time, and I passed. I passed really good, I would say. To some people it might not be too good, but to me you know, considering the fact that I have kids, I was working full time, going to school full time, you know, I run a home. So you know, I made pretty good. So I'm gonna put my results somewhere here or over here so you guys can see how I made. Yeah, I passed pretty good. So let me tell you guys about the TEAS, okay? It is a scary exam. Like, yes, it is scary. And it's hard. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys that it was easy. It wasn't easy. You have to put in time. You have to put in a lot of effort. You have to study. You have to do a lot of practice question. Everybody's different, but to me, I think, you know, the best way out of it is to study, to put in time and effort, you know, do a lot of practice question. Go to YouTube, you find videos, you take notes, you know. So let me break the sections to you guys, okay? So it has 5 sections. We have the reading comprehension section, we have mathematics, we have science, and we have the English language usage. So with the reading section is all about summarizing passages and following direction. And the time on the reading section, to be honest with you guys, runs out so fast. I don't think they are pretty fair with the timing and, you know, reading the passages and, you know, answering those questions in that short amount of time. Yeah, but if you are a good reader, if you are somebody that can skim through a passage instantly, you know, you'll be very successful. But again, the passages in the reading section are not even something interesting. They are mostly like boring stuff that you read. So yeah, you have 53 questions in the reading section with given 64 minutes to answer that. That's pretty short because they give you a passage, and the passage you read a passage, a long passage by the way, and you have to answer maybe 3 to up to 5 questions pertaining to that passage. And then you are also given direction to follow. You know, they might give you, for instance, like how to bake cake. They will give you all the instruction, all the direction to follow, and they will ask you, what do you do next? If you do this, what do you do that, and so on. So it's really not bad, but because of time, it makes it, you know, not good. And then moving on to the next section. The next section is mathematics. The math section, I believe, are 34 questions for 53 minutes. That's good. I did not have a lot of issues in the math section. The math, you have to know your percentage, you have to know decimal, you have to know your fraction, you have to know like graph. You have a lot of questions on graph. You know, you have to know, you know, from kilogram to how to convert something from a kilogram to a pound and all of that. The math is not bad, it's okay, it's just basic math, I would say. And the time, I actually, you know, finished before time in the math section. It wasn't bad. Now the science part, like guys, I will not stress, you have to know your A and P. You have to know your anatomy and physiology, like period. If you don't know it, you will not make it in the science section. The science section, there are about 53 questions for 64 minutes as well. And out of that 53 questions, you have 30 questions are actually anatomy and physiology. Like, yes, that's how serious it is. You have to know your anatomy and physiology. They ask you questions on all the body system, the 11 body system. You get a question on each of that. So you have to know your anatomy and physiology. I went to YouTube. I found a lot of videos on YouTube that explain all the body system. I went over them. I took note. The ATI test, like this textbook, is just like, especially on the science part, it doesn't have enough of information for you to use and succeed in the science section. Like, you have to look for additional resources and study for the science part, in order to succeed there. This should be just like a guide for you on what to study and so forth. Yeah, so, and then the rest of it, you have to know like the scientific notification, like you have to know all of that pretty well. You have to know how to balance an equation and know in the physics section and all of that. If you do all of that, you'll be pretty good in the science. And now the last section is the English language usage. That part is okay. You really don't have to spend much time there to study. They are just, common sense, and they are just basic English, like punctuation, where to put a comma. They'll give you a sentence and they want you to rearrange that sentence and make it correct. They'll give you different kind of spelling. For example, they can give you a word like promise. They'll spell it like differently, and they want you to choose which one is the right one. They want you to be able to place words and verb in the right place. So it's really not bad. I wouldn't advise anybody to like waste a lot of time there, because it's basic. You can, yeah, it's pretty easy. So if I have to tell anybody or advise anybody who is trying to take the TEAS test, what will I tell that person? First of all, I would tell you, get material, buy something to study, go to YouTube and get information, watch videos. There are so many videos there. There are even videos that will get you step by step on things that you need to know. Practice questions a lot, especially on like this book at the back. We have a lot of practice questions. Practice them a lot and put in time in reading. Like, read. Like, don't wait till the last week or two and start reading. You wouldn't make it if you do that. And I'll also advise you that before you think of taking this exam, make sure you have at least a basic knowledge on anatomy and physiology. Like, it's serious. Study hard. Don't underestimate this exam, because it is tough. Don't underestimate it. Read like every day. Make sure you do a page or a two, or you understand something. Yeah, I'll tell you, it is okay to fail. I know people that have actually taken it up to 6 times. It is okay to fail. Okay, it is okay to be discouraged, but at the end of the day, make sure you make up your mind, get up and be prepared and go take it. Everybody can do it. If one person can do it, I believe we all can do it. I am a very busy person. I have a family I run. I work full time and I go to school full time. So if I can make it, you of course can make it. So don't give up. Just keep trying and study very hard. And yeah, thank you for watching. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, like, what are you waiting for? Like, please subscribe, because I'm gonna be posting a lot of videos regarding my nursing journey, and all of that. So if you don't mind to come along with me, you are very welcome. And thank you guys so much. And if you have any question, just leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to respond to you guys. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye.